Welcome to another episode of the Confabulation, where on this show, I talk to you about the Transformer universe, Cybertron, drops, figures, comic books, anything related to Transformers. It is on this show. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eman, and on this week's show, it's all about getting ready for San Diego Comic-Con. That's right. Guess who's going on a last-minute decision-making thing? I'm going to be headed over to San Diego Comic-Con next week. I'm super looking forward to that right there. Get to see some friends again, get to hang out with some of my buddies, get to hopefully meet some old friends for the first time. I've met a lot of friends here on YouTube that I've known only through YouTube, and they're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm probably going to be meeting some of my old friends for the first time. I think that's an awesome thing right there. I'm looking forward to that right there. And then, last weekend we had TFCon and we had BoTCon, and there was a lot of pictures out there. There was a lot of pictures. I wasn't jealous. I wasn't jealous at all. Nope. I'm glad I didn't go. I wanted to go. BoTCon looks super fun. I don't know anyone that went to TFCon Toronto, but they had some drops. So we're going to be showing you, kind of reviewing over some of the drops that they have before getting into the San Diego Comic-Con stuff right there. It's going to be somewhat of a fast-paced show today. Before we speak about San Diego Comic-Con, I have a buddy who's going to join us later on, and he's going to kind of help us out. I'm going to say us, just in case you decide to go to San Diego Comic-Con, you just don't know what to do as a Transformer fan, because it's Comic-Con, there's video games, there's anime, and I kind of want to learn how to weave it out of the madness that is San Diego Comic-Con. So we're going to be talking about that later on in the show. And of course, huge shout out to channel sponsor Comic Capsule. Here we go. Make sure to head on over to comiccapsule.com. Enter code EMAN10 for 10% off your next order of comic capsules. And for all of you who want to order some Transformers online, head on over to showzstore.com, log in, make your purchase. And just before you make that purchase, actually, make sure you enter Eman in the support your favorite reviewer area. Small portion of your payments do end up coming over to the show. It helps us out a little bit here. So make sure you guys do that, okay? Let's go ahead and say hello to the chat. There's some folks that showed up in the chat. Just want to say hello. I saw Joe earlier. He was in here. I saw Christina Payne. She was in here. Look, Quentin's in the house. Hello. What's going on, Quentin? Just wishing you safe travels, man. Thank you, Quentin. Just go. Come on. Come on, Quentin. Let's just make it. Just fly out to San Diego. Let's go to Comic-Con. Why not? It's easy stuff right there, brother. My boy Dale, hello. What's up, Dale? Thank you so much for being here, my friend. I really appreciate your presence, being in the chat, man. Look, like comic capsules. I'm going to be giving away comic capsules. You might win one, Dale. How cool is? And Dale, look at this. Dale is a new member of the. Oh my goodness, Dale! Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Look at that. He's using all of the stickers and emojis right there, Dale. Man, I appreciate you, Dale. Thank you. So yeah, just a real quick how it came about. Last week my buddy was like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it to Comic-Con. I need you to buy your plane ticket, fly down here. You got a hotel room, I got you, like we'll take care of you. I just need you to fly down. And I'm like, wait, what? He goes, I need you to come down to San Diego for Comic-Con. I need you to. I'm like, holy crap, I just came back from vacation. So I just went on family vacation not too long ago. We went down to LA, went to Universal Studios, and then we took a little cruise into Mexico. It was a cool little vacation. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm wiped. Kids needed to eat or something like that. I had to pay for stuff like that. Anyway, and when I come back from vacation, that's when he calls me. He's like, hey, I need you to come down. I'm like, oh crap. So I talked to Mimi, my girlfriend. I was like, babe, this is what happened. Like, Mom, can I go? She's like, I'm about to go on vacation with my sister right now. Like that's the same weekend. Go, please go enjoy your time. So I got the okay from the boss. But now I have to set up, make sure everything else around the house is okay. So I had to go in and make sure babysitting was taken care of, dog sitting was taken care of, and everything is starting to fall into place. I'm like, wait a minute here. Can this actually happen? as soon as everything was in order and I got the okay from everyone, jumped on immediately, bought my ticket. I just did that earlier this week. So I'm going to San Diego Comic-Con, and it's huge thanks to my boy Red from the C-List Villains podcast. Make sure you guys follow them right there. That's how I started here on YouTube, is on that show right there. So you guys make sure you guys follow the C-List Villains podcast. All right. Las Cruces, hello from New Mexico. Look at you. You're not the first one. Las Cruces. Usually you're like one of the first ones. Man. Till all are one. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey man, thanks for the heads up on the local. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm assuming you're in the Bay Area, so Quack here hit me up on another show that I was just on just a little while ago. See, one of our buddies from the Transformer community. He said, "Hey, do you know of any Comic Cons that are happening up in the Bay Area?" Like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Matter of fact, I got a show that I do once in a while with my buddy Rob over at Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics, and we both end up visiting Comic Cons or comic shows at the same time, and then we end up kind of rating the show. How do we feel? What we thought about that right there. It's called Comic Adventures with Rob and Eman. It's on his channel, so check that out right there, Quack. Also, there's a Stockton Con. I think it just happened, but it happens a few times a year. So keep an eye out on that. I have comic issue. My boy Brian. Look at you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Brian. Thanks for coming by and hanging out and kicking it with us, man. Look at you guys. Well, appreciate everyone coming by today. Like I said, it's going to be I'm going to be talking about how to maneuver San Diego Comic-Con as a Transformer fan. And it's not as easy as it sounds. And if you think it's hard, it's a whole lot harder than that too. It's insane. It's insane what people go through there at Comic-Con. Let's get into the first segment of the show right here. Let's just jump right into it, you guys. We're collecting comics. Sometimes it's okay to judge a book by its cover, and by that, these masterpieces deserve a space on your wall. This is where we talk about this week's Ratio's exclusive variant covers in a segment that I like to call Cover Frame. So this week I was trying to focus specifically on exclusive covers for San Diego Comic-Con because I'm going to chase them down. I'm going to do my best to find every single one of the Transformer covers. I'm thinking here, oh my goodness, there's going to be so many. Transformers is such a hot commodity over the last year. Everyone's going to want to get an exclusive. There was only like two things. There was only two things that I saw that are Transformers related, and I'm absolutely shocked. Unless we're waiting for what later on today, I think later on today or tomorrow, Skybound's going to have like a little announcement about their San Diego Comic-Con booth and what's going to be there and whatnot. I'm hoping that there's going to be some exclusives there. I don't know. I don't have inside information. I'm not an influencer. They're not going to tell me things. They're not going to call me up on the phone. Hey, man, this is this is Skybound. We're going to tell you what's coming up. No, they're not going to do that. I wish one day, maybe, but I'm not an influencer. I'm a villain. But speaking of exclusive covers, Alan Qua, great Alan Qua right there. He has his Transformers number 34 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, only available at Night of Comics. Their booth is 4401. So if you guys are going over to San Diego this year and you're looking for this comic, specifically this cover, booth 4401, Nights of Comics. And this is just Alan Qua goodness right here. Look at that, Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime. What more does anyone want? Yes, I collect anything and everything Optimus Prime because I'm that guy right there. And Alan Qua is actually a friend of the show. Like I met Alan Qua, I had a beer with Alan Qua a few years ago, hung out with him at a spot. Can't tell you guys where. You go back in Instagram, you'll see some pictures. But hanging out with Alan Qua, or and he's such a cool dude. And anything that he does, I want to support if it's something that I can't pick up all the absolute Batmans. I don't do absolute Batman. That's not for me, But if you are an absolute Batman fan, Alan Qua's got amazing covers right there as well. But this one right here is his San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. This one for sure I'm going to try to get. This is like a for sure thing. I'm going to try to head on over to Nights of Comics and pick this cover up right here. I like it. I think it's pretty saucy. It's looking super, super good. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Any cool Transformer covers for SDCC that yes, talking about it right now. Alan Qua. Beat me to it. Wow, that cover is amazing. It really is. It really is. I'm really liking this cover right here. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's yeah, it's a definite pickup. And I know this man right here, the comic vet. I know he's gonna have to be going after this one. Is that right, Chris? Let me know. Will I get a big Eman hug in San Diego or not sure? But we're gonna try. That's right. So my boy Chris right here, flying down all the way from Canada, is gonna go down to San Diego Comic-Con for the first time. And if I can meet my boy Chris in San Diego, dude, that would just be like totes. That would be super awesome. So I'm hoping that we can set something up there, Chris. It'd be so awesome to see you there at Comic-Con, the Comic-Con right there. So PSA is just, they've kind of like, they're trying to move their way up the rankings now that CBCS is out of the picture. PSA, PGA, them. They're doing blind boxes, and only 1,200 of them are going to be available at San Diego Comic-Con. Various artists have covers in there, from Don Aguilio. He is a Spawn cover artist, to David Nakayama, DNA himself. He has some official Transformer covers himself. They're only available at San Diego Comic-Con for $129. And what you get, you'll get sketch covers from, like I mentioned, David Nakayama, Don Aguilio, Chris Lee, and several others right here. And it's going to include, apparently to my understanding, it's going to include a slab amongst some other things right there. And honestly, I think that's pretty cool. I think that would be pretty cool. And a lot of the times these, they're not variant covers, they're sketches, so they're one of one. So imagine having an original one of one David Nakayama Transformer cover. That's dope. That I wouldn't mind having. Here's the thing, though. Here, I will brag. I already have a one-of-one Don Aguilio Transformer cover long before PSA decided to do this. So I'm ahead of the curve right here. And I've shown it to you guys in the past. Go ahead and check out my Instagram. I have it on my Instagram. It's one of the it's a Bruticus cover that Don did for me. It's absolutely gorgeous. But if I pick this up right here, this 129, I hope Mimi doesn't listen, but I might have to pick this one up. I know it's a little expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. I don't have any PSA graded covers, so I think it'd be pretty cool just to add to the collection. I'm a Transformer fan, why not? Let me know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? I mean, they're blind boxes, and the blind box craze is, I feel like it's kind of gotten out of hand personally. This is just me. But I also realize that I've completely niched down for reading all of my independent comics and just focus solely back on Transformers. But like, I've expanded my Transformer collecting to include mainline and third party. So like, that's expanded, but my comic book collecting is kind of like, it's narrowed down a whole lot. But adding this right here, combining the two worlds, Transformers and comics, graded comics, I'm a collector, it'll be fun, right? Getting the box. I won't even open it. Here's the thing. How about this? Let me know. What if I buy a box and I do like just a live from the hotel room, from the lobby, just do a live unboxing of this box right here. Let me know what you guys think. Is that something does that even sound interesting? Let me know. I might be able to set that up with the fellas. Hold on. What is that? Is that it? Oh, wait. That's it right now. So that's it for the covers. I really didn't see a lot of Transformer or Void Rivals exclusive covers. Anything. There's just not that many this year at San Diego. Again, until probably Skybound says something. So hopefully something comes up. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping, we get a little bit more. If not, I mean, it's Comic-Con. There's so many things to do inside, and there's even more things to do outside of Comic-Con without even needing a badge to go inside. So it's going to be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be crazy. This time I'm going with a different mentality. I went three years ago with my same friends, and it was an absolute blast, but one of the most overwhelming experiences ever. But I would be happy to do it again. This time I know what to expect. And I can tell you how big the convention center is, and I'm actually going to show you some images here later on in the show. But I can show you images. I can tell you how big it is. I can hopefully give you, descriptive words to help you visualize how big this is. But once you're there, you're just not ready. You are not ready. Some of us have gone to Heroes Con, and the Charlotte Convention Center is pretty big, almost 250,000 square feet. This one's like 1.4 million square feet with everything together, 2 levels. It's insane how much can fit into Comic-Con. You're not ready. Chris, you're not ready. You're not ready. I'm going to tell you this right now. It's good to see you're happy and in a good mood. Keep your spirits up, man. Thank you so much, Quentin. Thank you so much. I'm doing my absolute best. We all got to make sure that we maintain our, mental health. Got to take care of our brains because, it's tough. It's tough, and then doing the show is actually fun because I get to talk to you guys. Hang out with you guys, share with you guys what I've seen and found interesting on the internet with regards to Transformers. So this is the good time right here. This is the good time. Thanks, Quentin. Seems like a good price for 129. I think so. I can tell you firsthand that if you reach out to some of these artists, they'll charge you like 150. But at that point, you're asking them to create an image based off of some idea you might have on your head. So they're going to charge as much as they can, and plus it's their work. You can't tell them how much they should charge you. They say, hey, I'll spend some time on it. Yeah, just give me 200. Cool. That's fine. 129 is, I agree. I think that's a pretty good price there, Quack. I'm so pumped. See, but you're not ready, Chris. You're not ready. It's like 4 Heroes Cons and way more full. Oh God, dude, you're gonna have you're gonna be in the Mecca. You're gonna be in the Mecca. Good afternoon, sir. Going to SDCC? Yes, TJ. Yes, I am. Why don't you come over to California, TJ, and then we'll wait in the line for Daniel Warren Johnson for 2 hours, and then I'll just have you wait in the line for 2 hours. I'll walk around and I'll come back, or maybe I'll just go on a Sunday. I don't know. You let me know. Try to make it over, okay, TJ? Inside joke between my friend over here. Oh, I know I'm not ready, but I am a multi-American con veteran at this point. That's right. You are, sir. You really are. The hair is live. What's going on, Trev? Glad to see you here in the chat with us right here, my friend. Let's go ahead and keep it moving, you guys. We this next segment, we're going to be catching up on some exclusives. We're going to be talking about some drops here. So like basically like every single week, the noise gets louder. There's new comics, there's new movies, new figures, new chaos, and if it matters in the Transformer geek culture, we're picking it up in this week's The Signal. So last weekend was BoTCon in Chicago. Also, it was TFCon in Toronto, and they did release some images of some exclusives that they've shown. Last week, I've shared with you some of the exclusives at BoTCon, and at that time, it was only available at BoTCon. So this week, looking into it a little bit more, Agabus's X-Transbots, their version of Galvatron with Megatron's colors, though it was a BoTCon exclusive, now it's on Agabus's website. They're selling the individual bot itself for $239 $4.95. So if you missed this bot from BoTCon, it's available now. You guys can go ahead and pick it up at Agabus if you want to go ahead and go directly, or hit up the Transformer Underground on Facebook. It's a wonderful Facebook group where you might actually have a chance to win one of these. There's several guys that are, putting this up right here, and it's available for people to win. So head on over to the Transformer Underground Facebook group, join that, and you might have you can have a shot at winning this for a fraction of the cost. Didn't really talk about this last week, but at TFCon Toronto, Fans Hobby worked with the Chosen Prime, and they had a few exclusives over there. I went ahead and take a look at what they had available. I really wasn't impressed myself, but I still felt like I should at least show something from the Chosen Prime. But they have this Fireman MB14C, which was only available at TFCon Toronto, but now it's available on the Chosen Prime site for $84.99. Well, what do you guys think? Is this something that you would add to the collection? It's okay to say no. Also, it's okay to say no. For $85, I think there's other things that I'd rather spend money on, like a PSA, $129 box. I can put money towards that. I think that's a little bit better right there. And then this one was really cool. So the Realm of Collectors is a group of collectors. They have their own website. They have a Facebook group. Awesome group that I just discovered while kind of like fishing through all of our Facebook groups. I ran into some of their YouTube channels, and I didn't even know that they had this full website. They have such a huge group, and it's crazy to think that they all were able to get together and actually have their own, bot created for them. So the Realm of Collectors, they had this thing called the Rock Box, which they were selling just before BoTCon last week, and people were able to go in and purchase it. And it came with an exclusive figure, some swag, and it was really cool because they had like this little party and this little get together for the Rock Box unboxing. And they had 2 figures that were available to people out there, kind of like blind boxes. Everyone knew that there was going to be an exclusive figure, but they just weren't sure what it was. This is based on X-Trans Bots Run-Amok mold. They call this one Stark, based off of the Iron Man colors. And it's really cool because this is an old 80s Trans Am looking vehicle, and it has the colors of Iron Man. So this is one of the bots that you were able to get. But then they had a chase one, an even more limited edition, all gold plated coloring of this right here. And some people actually walked away with this one right here. So it was still a blind box. No one really knew what the figure was going to be, but once people found out about it, they were able, they started sharing it all on Facebook. And you can only pick this up by purchasing the Rock Box through the Realm of Collectors website. But now they have it available, just this right here. They have a limited amount of these available at the Realm of Collectors.myshopify.com site. So if you guys are interested in supporting a group of collectors that got together and said, hey, third-party company, we would like for you to create one for us. They had their logo on it and everything. And I think that was really cool. That was super, super cool of this group to get together to be able to do this. And then, just let the community know, hey, look, we got one, just do it. And apparently they've been doing this for years. I'm very new. I'm very, very new to who the Realm of Collectors are. And I didn't know that they've done this before. And a lot of people look forward to getting their Rock Boxes over at BoTCon. And I was so jealous. I was like, man, that's such a good time. Such a good time. I really wish, one of these years I'm going to try to make it, but it's so close to San Diego Comic-Con. So it's like maybe next year I'll go to BoTCon and not San Diego. We'll see what happens. One year I'm going to make it one day. Yes, you will, to San Diego. I already know. I know you are. Also, another type of con need to go to BoTCF. That's right. You, especially you, TJ's in the comic book community, but he's so knowledgeable in the Transformer comic books. He has his own TikTok, based off of the issues that he reads, and follow TJ on TikTok because his shorts about comic book Transformer lore, it's really cool. I really, really love watching TJ put out those videos about Transformer lore, and it's cool because you can be a comic book fan, a Transformer fan, because you read the Transformer comics. Look, bridging gaps. Bridging gaps. It comes together. Big Easy, what's going on, man? Glad that you're here. Thank you so much. Cool, but I avoid X-Trans bots, and that mold is a nightmare. I don't know much about the mold clock. I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, actually, it looks pretty cool, and just for the fact that again, a group of collectors got together and said, "Hey, we would like to have our own robot. I need you to create that for me, please." So I think that's pretty cool. I need to go to Joe Fest and Heroes. Yeah, Dale, you should have been at Heroes last year when I was there. That's the one that mattered. That's the one. Yep, Joe Fest. That's right. And I know a couple of our buddies have actually made it to Joe Fest, and it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. But personally, I would, and this is just me because I'm a Transformer fan, but I would probably go to BoTCon and to TFCon. It's cool because I have TFCon here in LA, but I don't think they had exclusives as cool as this. I can imagine San Diego Comic-Con like going to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. Yes, and I do see a friend in the backstage. I see you, my friend. I'm gonna get to you here in just a second. I like Iron Man, and you like Transformers, and put them both together, and you get yourself the realm of collectors Stark bot. This is actually really cool. Is there another one? Oh yeah, there's another one from BotCon. This Rex Kaiser Dinoid Mini Force bot right here, available at Agabus's site for $99.99. Now, I didn't know much about this, but apparently Dino Force is a popular South Korean animated show with the transformable dinosaurs, and apparently it's in its 7th season, and a lot of people have actually been chasing this right here. This is new to me. Like I'm finding out that the South Korean animated shows are very, very popular. So it's something I'm curious. I really want to check them out because there's was it Cardbots, I believe is what it's called. And then the Dinoid Mini Force is another one. So I don't know anything about it. I'm probably going to check it out just because now I talked about it on the show. Now I feel obligated. Now I feel obligated to watch a Korean cartoon. Fantastic. The Stark mold looks great. That Abaddon is what I was referring to. Oh, okay. My bad. That Abaddon actually looks really dope. But I can also see how much of a nightmare that's going to be right there. Do we have any more? Oh yeah, real fast as a recap. There's the Hasbro cereal box Optimus Prime and Jazz pack that they're selling at San Diego Comic-Con, as well as the Blaster Gem and the Holograms crossover, and they're both going to be available at San Diego Comic-Con as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick those up, to be honest with you. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna pick up one of them, or not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna pick up one of them. Maybe two of them. No, I can't. All right, you guys. Well, let's get into the final topic right here of the week. Let's keep it simple. In a simple, everyday context, the confabulation just simply means to have an informal chat or discussion. So let's have a discussion about maneuvering San Diego Comic-Con with my friend Evil Mike.
How y'all doing? How you doing out there?
What's going on, Mike?
What's going on, Eve?
I called you Evil Fett. I feel bad.
It's okay.
I called you Evil Mike. I mean,
it's okay. It's okay. Things happen. Welcome to Eman's World of Geek.
There you go. Evil Fett. My boy Mike here is from the C-List Villains podcast. Like I mentioned before that's where I started off, and him and my boy Red are continuing the C-List Villains name, and I really, really appreciate you and Red doing that, Mike.
Cultivators of the comic culture.
Cultivators of the comic culture. That's why, the C-List Villains. This is funner to be a villain right here.
Yeah, we're not influencers. We're villains.
We're villains. That's right. Exactly. That's how it goes. Mike, so yes. I went to Comic-Con for the first time with you, and that's that's actually where I met you 4 years ago.
Absolutely.
And Mike here has been cosplaying for years, and he's been going to Comic-Con. You mentioned a number earlier to me.
23 years straight.
23. That's how old my son is.
Well, I'm an old, as Red says, fucker.
So, Mike,
Yes.
My goodness, gotta say that Buster's not bad. It's okay, Mike. So I'm about to show some images of the San Diego Convention Center right here because I think people need to really understand, see, and try to take a look at the scope of the convention center. This right here, this is the outside of the convention center. And let me see if I can.
That's the south side of the convention center, close to the Hyatt Bayport Hotel. What we're seeing is the back of the convention center, which you have Adult Swim will be there, and this area. If you go up a little bit, no, the other way. This area is owned by FX, and they'll always have some FX programming in that grassy knoll area right there.
Right here or over here?
Right there is where the FX is, and this rectangular area, that's where Adult Swim was always at.
Now, I remember, I mean, just all of this coastline right here. There was so many things. There were so many boats lined up. They were doing different parties. They had different sections. There was all of this is free though, right? Everything that's outside is free, right?
Everything outside is free. The year that you went, Petco Park, they had a ball game there, so they didn't have it. But this year, Petco Park is all open now. It's all going to be full of pop-ups and stuff to do there. So Petco Park is a cool place. I think now on Friday they're going to have the Walking Dead City race there this year again.
That's great. We don't talk about Walking Dead. Anyway, no, nothing against Walking Dead. Nothing against Walking Dead. So yeah, look, this right here, this convention center right here, 9 football fields wide.
Yes.
9.
It's huge.
It is absolutely massive. Like these pictures will not.
And remember, it's 2-story. It's 2 stories. So there's
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, people don't really imagine just 1-story convention center. This is a 2-story convention center. So it is just a pain in the what to get around because of the size of it. And a lot of people get lost from one side to the other because the numbers of the suites are labeled differently. On the north side, it's A's and B's and C's. And on the south side, it's all numbered, like 1 through 20.
This, and I know that this whole road right here, it's blocked off. Like there's no cars going in and out. This is where people drive in through this area. Remember, we were walking through this area right here to get into and now you can go into the convention center through all these different doors, which I thought was really cool. They just want to make sure that you have your badge. So looking at the convention center, layout.
Yeah, that's the exposition hall stuff that you're showing now. That's not the quote unquote the convention center. That's all expo hall. That's how big the expo hall is.
Wait, so there's more to it. There's more to it than this?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Oh my God. I already thought that even just this is big. So see, look, my aim is to hit up Artist Alley.
You got it. Which would be within that area right there. There's blue. That's Artist Alley. On top of Funko.
And when we look at the map, when we look at it from up top, Artist Alley is over here in this area.
That is correct. Yes, you are correct. That should be F or G door opening.
Okay. Now, so then the expo hall, what we just saw, was it only half of the center right here?
No, it's the whole thing. Yes. Okay. They have where this, I don't know, in the middle it kind of looks like it's a tube looking thing. Mm-hmm. That's a walk through the kind of outside to inside of the convention center on both sides from the 20s to the ABs.
Jeez. All right. So this is where I'm going.
Yep.
Look, Hasbro's right here. I need to go to Hasbro, and you told me that there's 2 Hasbro spots, right?
There's 2 Hasbro spots, one that sells product and one that just looks for product.
Okay. So this middle part right here, this is all toys from what I remember. All toys, anime, comic books are over here on the right side. And if I remember all the way at the end, this was all video games.
That is correct. You are correct.
All right. So from B1 to A is roughly video games. From C to B1, from what I remember, this is all comic books.
Yeah, in the back. And independent artists.
Independent art. I remember the independent artists were like in the back here. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm just trying to map out how I'm going to walk to what I need to get with regards to my Transformer stuff. So looking from the outside, this is video games. This is comic books. This is toys, anime, and then Artist Alley.
Well, when you're making that circuit around Artist Alley, see where it gets closer to that kind of middle thing that looks like a circle, kind of a half circle? That's where Hasbro is.
Oh, like right here?
No, a little over to the south. A little bit over to the south.
South.
Right there where Hasbro would be.
Okay. All right. So this is where all the Transformer stuff is going to be. Oh, okay, cool. So the way I'm mapping out my Transformer stuff, I'm pretty much going to be just on the left side of the convention center most of the time.
That is correct.
This is my section right here. Okay. Because walking from here all the way to here is absolute madness. Like
bedlam, madness. It's bedlam.
Beyond. Again, you're not ready, Chris. If you're still watching, you're not ready.
No. If you've been to a convention anywhere, MegaCon, DragonCon, I can keep naming them. Maybe New York Comic Con, maybe because it's in a smaller space than the convention, because it's in a kind of a building, kind of like Fan Expo is in San Francisco, in the Moscone kind of tall building. Yeah. But this one is stretched out, and we're looking at on Saturday almost 500,000 guests, and that's not counting the stuff that's free from outside. So there's about 1 million people in that area at that time of the day.
Correct. That's what I read too, is that inside on Saturday, there could be up to 130 to 300,000 people. And they're only counting badges, but then there's more people involved. There's so many people involved, the workers and everything. It's insane how there's a small city in a 1.2 million square foot building at one time. And like Mike said, there is even more stuff to do outside, right in front on the, I believe this is the south side right here.
Yes, correct.
And then over here on the west side, like all along, I remember this walk right here along the beachfront. I remember it was so long. I remember we went and grabbed something to eat like in this area, and Red was all the way over here.
It's a quarter mile length from where they have Dragon Ball Z to the convention center. That's how far that just little jaunt is.
Dude, I just got winded thinking about it.
I've been exercising this year because I'm getting a little older and I get winded. So I've been exercising just for this convention.
My boy Chris right here, is the con on 2 floors inside, Mike?
Yes, correct. It is.
It is. All right. So to confirm, that's the convention. That's is also the convention. This is the top floor right here.
Yeah.
So this is where Hall H is. Is that correct?
No, Hall H is outside. Again, we're on the other one where you showed Artist Alley.
Yeah.
It's on the other side of Artist Alley, on another side of the wall.
So like here?
Yeah.
Oh crap! Are you serious?
Yeah, I know it like the back of my hand.
That's like 23 years. I shouldn't be asking if you're serious. That was a stupid question. So what is this over here then? What is
this little grassy knoll, little lower down right there? That's where people line up for Hall H.
And then Hall H is inside this building. Is that correct?
Not that building. That building is reserved for Saturday and Friday for all cartoons, like the new Superman one, and that's where they have all those cartoons in the Indigo showroom.
So are they going to have like so I'm still trying to visualize this because I don't remember seeing, because when I went there was no Hall H that year.
There was no Hall H, because of COVID.
So where, physically speaking, where is Hall H?
If you move your cursor a little bit, I guess north away from the hotel, right there is Hall H. Okay. So this is actually, is it on the first or on the second floor? It's on the first floor.
Whoa. Now I really got to think about where it is. Okay. Okay, so this is actually Hall H right here, but people line up in the grassy area out
Well,
here.
all the way in the grassy area, and see that sidewalk that's that people we walked on. They line up on that one, and all the way back here to that little island. They line up all the way. That's how long the line is. Yeah, all the way to there for Hall H.
Shut up! Really?
Yeah, I swear to God, you gotta sleep all night long if you want to get into Hall H.
All right, so
I did it a couple of times, and now I'm too old to sleep on the ground, so I can't do it no more. I mean, I have another secret way to get in, but I'm not telling anybody how to do that.
No, we're not talking about that. That's for us. Okay, we don't tell people our secrets. All right, Mike. All right, so he heard MLK has a lot of activities along that street as well. Is that correct?
That is correct. And after the incident with the car running into people, San Diego blocked off 10 square blocks. So now 10 square blocks are blocked off from traffic, and the things and the pop-ups are even getting bigger and more into the downtown area, the gas lab district.
Yeah, and then I remember looking at this map right here. This is gas lab, and it's way more than this.
Yes,
this is
correct.
Just a block, but it's, I believe, 6 blocks worth right here.
It's 10 blocks. It's 10 blocks. 10 blocks up, 10 blocks wide. Those are city blocks. They're not like little city blocks. They're big city blocks.
Dear God.
And again, they're full of people, jam-packed.
And what about the cosplayers? Like, is there a place for the cosplayers to dress and get ready?
If you don't have a hotel room, you're pretty SOL'd unless you're willing to do it in the parking lot.
And the parking lot, like people who drive, like, is there a legitimate way to get in if you're driving to the Comic-Con to San Diego?
There's a parking lot by Petco Field, and there's another one a little north of Petco Field, and then all the hotels have parking lots, but the premiums go up high during this time. You're looking about $70 to $80 a day parking.
Dear God. And I know Petco Park is off here to the side. Yeah, I remember that. It was off here. My goodness, dude, your cosplaying community, man, they have to be dedicated. I can only imagine all the huge Transformer folks that, because I know there's Transformer cosplayers that go to Comic-Con.
There's tons.
And they have to walk all of this to get in there with all of their gear and all of the people that help them get into their cosplay, huh?
Yeah. That's why I'm lucky that I have you and Red to help me get dressed in my new cosplay.
Yes, we're gonna help you out with that, Mike. Yes, I'm just sad that it's not Transformer related, but okay, we'll let it slide.
One day I'm gonna be Soundscream because I like him.
Okay, I hope so. Starscream.
Isn't the one that's a cassette player? What's
Soundwave?
Oh, Soundwave. I like Soundwave. Sorry.
Soundwave.
I'm going to get booed off your channel now.
Kick him out right here. Hall H isn't connected to the main convention center?
It is connected, but there's a wall that keeps it separated. So it's kind of its own little entity amongst the convention center.
So then let's go back to the map then.
Okay,
right?
let's go back to the map.
Right. So then where is it? So the other way. Oh, right here.
Yeah.
So this is Hall H. This is
Hall H that's facing us right now.
Oh, okay. All right. And then this is the wall that you're talking about. This is the divider.
This white wall here. That's between the little walkway and the grassy knoll. Yeah. That's Hall H.
Oh, okay.
See, even the architecture looks different than the rest of the convention center. That's how you tell the difference.
Gotcha. And so going off of that, then, so this is Artist Alley over here.
Yeah, and there's a wall. There's a wall, and the other side of that wall is Hall H. I know it sucks. It's too much, right?
It's crazy. So this is what I remember too.
Okay.
This is what I remember when I went with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
When I went with you guys, there was a lot of people inside the convention center on Saturday and Sunday, and that was because there was no Hall H event.
Correct.
Can we expect Saturday and Sunday to be lighter
I hate to say it, it's going to be even more because all those from Corona till last year, they had the writer strike and all those other strikes that kept people from coming because like Marvel wasn't there and a lot of stuff wasn't there. But this year they're all coming back, so it's going to be even worse. It's going to be more people. Like I said, it's going to be. I read 500,000 on Saturday.
Oh my God. Oh my! Just seeing the sea of people at Comic-Con already when I went, it was insane. It was literally 1 million people just in that, I'll say like 13, 14 square blocks of San Diego.
Correct.
And we're going to see more.
We're going to see more. I guarantee more because Sideshow Collectibles is going to be there. They weren't there for a couple of years. Marvel is back, and that's going to bring people. And Entertainment Earth, there's a whole bunch of things that haven't been there for a year or 2 years are coming all back this year.
This is why I'm going Wednesday and Thursday is what Chris says. And that's, I guess you're smart for doing that, Chris. It's now that you're in and now that you got your badge, for people who've gotten their badges already in the past, it's easier for you to get your badge next year.
Yeah.
And at least, people like Chris, people who only go Wednesday and Thursday for the first time, at least you guys can go in and recon, take a look and see what it's like. And then
I suggest for your first day, like Chris is going on Wednesday, which I don't know how I can go on Wednesday because you'd have to have all 4 days to go Wednesday because that's preview night. So I don't know how he did that unless someone gave him preview night. I would do preview night strictly Exposition Hall and then Thursday go elsewhere.
Let's not talk about how he got his badge.
Okay.
Right. We're not trying to expose people here.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was confused how he did
that. However he got it. He's going to be there. That's what matters to Chris and other people that are going to be doing this. So as a Transformer fan, just getting art, getting comics, and getting exclusives, that at least I know that my area is going to be here and here, and that's pretty much it. But
I suggest everyone, even you, E, download the Comic-Con app, open it up, go to the show times and events and artists, and already map your days out so everyone, where you're going. And this will tell you what time they're going to be there, where they're at, and how to get there.
Here, do that again. Bring that up again.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get it up again. Sorry.
No. You're good. All right, so get the Comic-Con map.
Go get the app, download it. When you download it, let me open it back up. If you go to this bottom here where it says events, you click on events, and it'll take you to that page, and you can map out exactly who you want to see, where you want to see, and where you want to go. And if you get lost, it has a little like GPS to take you to where you need to go.
My goodness. It's going to be absolute madness. I'm looking forward to it. Again.
Me too. I'm looking forward to seeing your face go
again. You just, oh my God. And that's the face you're getting. Oh, and then this too. It's really hard to scope this, but from the entrance to the back right here, from what I remember, it's probably 2 football fields, 2 lengths of the football field wide.
Yes,
like
it is
200 yards. And I remember walking in like, oh my God, this is so much bigger than I thought.
Yeah,
but yes, it is absolute craziness. Like this, like the Hasbro and the Star Wars, like these right here. I remember these were extremely huge
booths. Yes, they're huge.
They are huge booths. The Marvel booth, it's
like the size of McDonald's.
And then I remember the walkway right here in the middle, like there is space, but there's so many people there, it gets crowded.
Yeah.
And then I remember also down here by F, we were trying to get Peach Momoko's autograph, and we went right to the front because I want to say she was like, here, hold on, let me bring it up. I want to say Peach Momoko was right here.
Yeah,
in 55,
you're correct.
Right. And then I remember we walked right up to the line. We're like, oh, she doesn't have a line. But then like the handlers were like, oh, no. The line starts here, and it wrapped all the way around here. And I remember it stopped here.
Yeah.
This line is incredibly long. I remember that the even the size of these booths right here, they look bigger than what they are on the inside.
Yes, correct.
So like Peach was right here, and there were humans like right here, and they were waiting, and they were sitting, and they're just getting all their look. All right, this is something I do want to say right here. You guys who want autographs, don't be an asshole.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Yes.
Don't be an asshole and walk up with a short box full of comics. You're not the only one. And it's quite obvious that you're there to flip those. Go be respectful to the other people who are there.
I agree so much. Yes.
If it's an autograph, a quick autograph, all right, cool. 5 at the most if it's like personal. But if you have someone there from CGC who's gonna go in, who's gonna verify, you're making another human wait in line for you so you can turn around and make money off of that right there.
I agree. That's what takes the fun out of Comic-Con, because there's so many, I call them resellers, than actually fans and fandom, that it kind of takes some of the fun away, because all the lines are taken up by resellers who are out there to make a penny instead of actually enjoying what it is. That's my complaint about Comic-Con.
Yeah, no, that I agree with. I agree with that 100%. So just be mindful, you guys. All right, just don't be that guy. All right,
don't be that guy. And make sure you bathe. Please bathe.
Oh my God.
Please bathe. Please bathe.
For the love of God.
Carpe deodorant, please.
Please. It's not that expensive. Dude, come on. You're about to spend $25, $30 on it. You can spend $10 on deodorant.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry about my dog is going crazy.
No, you're fine. Mike, thanks, man. Thank you so much for the insight. I'm pretty sure it's going to help out a lot of people who are going to San Diego.
I'm glad I could help.
Yeah. Let's do this. We're about to end the show here, but I
got one thing to say about a little PSA for us cosplayers out there.
Go ahead.
On the 1st of this month, TSA changed some rules about bringing toy guns on the plane. They can no longer be in your carry-on bag, fake knives, fake everything that cosplayers bring to as a prop. It has to be checked in. If you don't, it'll be taken away and confiscated.
Oh, so no more carry-on fake guns,
fake knives, fake anything, fake grenades. A lot of cosplayers cosplay, and they have all their accoutrements with them, and no longer can you bring them on the plane. You gotta check them in. Gotcha.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you so much. I'm hoping that some cosplayers recognize that, and if they watch this, PSA for you guys, just put that in the check bag. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this right here. We're going to be giving away some comic capsules, and look, not that many people are here, so someone's got a really good chance of winning. So
I love comic capsules.
I'm gonna show you guys what you can win today. So I have 4 different colors.
Woo!
We have purple, orange, yellow, and pink. So put in the hashtag SDCC for your chance to win one of these colors right here. Mike, you better get in there and do it. You have a chance too, sir.
Okay? It's okay. It's not fair. I'm a guest. I would be fair if I win. So I'm gonna step back. I appreciate the offer.
You're a good guy. Look at that. Oh, just why don't you do this? Why don't you put your name in and price tag someone else? Just say, all right, just pick someone who's in the chat and give it to them too. If you win. Just do that, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that we spread the love of Comic Capsule. I love the Comic Capsule. I've been a fan of Comic Capsule since the first day.
One.
Yeah, and literally since day one. Like since Lawrence and Andrew showed us their product, I'm like, this is awesome.
I wear their t-shirt at least once a week promoting them.
Yeah, and I'm constantly promoting them here on the channel. And yes, though I am sponsored by Comic Capsule, it was something that Comic Capsule and I talked about because I believed in their product. It wasn't like, I'm getting sponsored by Temu or JP, was it JP Toys, Japan Toys, or anyone like that. I'm very fortunate that Comic Capsule entrusted, with me to sponsor the channel. So, I want to make sure that a product that I believe in gets into the hands of people who want them or don't have them or just want to try them out. So you guys go ahead and put in the hashtag Comic Capsule for your chance to win one of these colors right here. I have to go help my sister. Be sure to have fun when you go and try not to get too overheated or lost. Will do, Quentin. Thank you so much for coming by. Take some emergency before you hit the car. Yes, because it's kind of crazy out there right now. BC Lev right here. He's like, hey, take a repair kit. Yes, yeah. Mike definitely has a repair kit. And what's cool is that there are people that walk around.
They're called Rangers. They're called Rangers at Comic-Con that go around and fixing cosplayers that don't have any help
for free too. They do it for free, which is such a cool thing that the cosplay community does. They go around helping each other, and they do help each other repair their.
And another thing people don't know, they have their own triage there. If you get hurt or sick, you can go to triage. They have doctors there free to help convention goers.
Don't leave any Optimus Primes behind on the plane either. I feel attacked, Quentin. I feel attacked with that comment, sir. And I'm not bringing any figures with me to leave on an airplane. Or do and make it a thing. There you go. Look at that. Dale throwing out all this. This is what happens when you become a member here on Eman's World of Geek. You have all of these right here. Look, everyone's throwing in. Nope. Yep. There you go. I have only 3 entries. Someone's got a really good chance of winning. Mike.
I don't know how to do it, Brad. I mean, E, do I do it with my phone or can I do it right from this StreamYard's page?
No, you can't do it from. I don't think. Well, hold on. I don't know if you can do it from the StreamYard page. Why don't you try it? Go ahead and post a comment. See if that works.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see if that works.
Let's go. We'll try. Hashtag SDCC.
How did it come out?
It worked.
Great. You just entered me.
Oh, really? Well, I suck. Well, if you win, you give it to me and I'll give it to somebody else.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll prize tag you and then you prize tag someone else. And then everyone's going rigged. Completely rigged. All right.
No, that's why I didn't want to do it because I didn't want people to come back and say, oh, this is fixed. He's got his buddy on the line.
We're gonna prize tag someone if that one right there wins. All right. There's only 4 entries. Let's just run it. I got to get going. You got to get going. Everyone's got to get going. Let's just run it. 3, 2, 1. Let's see who wins it right here. Well, let's see. Oh, what's up? What's going on, man? Thanks for coming by, hanging out. Caught it at the tail end. Look at that. Las Cruces. Congratulations, my friend. You weren't first in the chat today, but you are the first winner.
In the win. You're first in our hearts. How's that?
There you go. So Las Cruces, make sure you reach out to me on Instagram. Go ahead and give me your address. I'll go ahead and send one of these out to you. Just let me know what color you want. Remember, I got pink, purple, yellow, and orange this week. Orange. Purple's my favorite, to be honest with you. Every time they say, "Hey, what color do you want this week?" I'm like, I want purple and something else. Purple. I just love the purple.
Did you see the new pink that John Jang kind of took over for himself? Oh, okay.
I don't think we're supposed to talk about the.
Oh, really? I'm sorry, Lawrence. If you're mad at me, I apologize. But it's beautiful out there in Eman's World of Geek. Yes.
There you go. Look at Dale, Decepticon purple. I see that. Look at everyone's congratulating. Hooray! There you go, Las Cruces. Hit me up, man. Hit me up. All right, Mike. Again,
Yes.
thank you so much, brother, for coming by. I'm
My
looking forward to
pleasure.
hanging out with you next week at Comic-Con. Chris, I hope I get to see you. And anyone watching this on the replay, I hope anyone who's making it out to San Diego Comic-Con next week, you guys have a blast. And if you're there, hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram. Let's try to get a picture together and have a handshake. Hopefully, we can get a beer or something or whatever. Definitely want to be able to meet my friends out there at Comic-Con. Mike, let everyone know how they can find you on social media.
Real Evil Fet cosplay on everything about X. I won't do anything for X. And don't forget, on Saturdays at 7, C-List Villains with me and Villainous Red. It's a great show for you guys out there.
That's right. Exactly. All right, you guys, make sure you follow me over on all my socials, Eman's World of Geek. And I will see you guys on the next episode. No episode next week because I'm at Comic-Con, but maybe we'll do like some kind of unboxing. And that's it for this show. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Peace.